West Virginia is losing people and workers in some of its biggest job fields. But state leaders say there's still plenty of opportunity here. Manufacturing and hospitality groups are looking for ways to not only keep business growing, but keep employees in West Virginia. Eyewitness News Morning anchor Anthony Kahn shows us what's being done to turn the tide.
As West Virginia sees drops in population and overall number of workers in major job fields, leaders in these fields are working to turn things around. Bill Bissett, president of the state's Manufacturing Association, says the state is poised for manufacturing success.
We're going to have the building blocks for manufacturing, making steel and titanium next year in West Virginia with Nucor and TiMet. And it's our hope that we can get into the aerospace industry. We can build aircraft and not only maintain them like we do in Huntington and other areas, Clarksburg and others in West Virginia, but also build aircraft. And that can have everything from private to airlines to military applications.
This month, Governor Patrick Morrisey laid out framework for his 50 by 50 generation plan to increase West Virginia's energy capacity by 50 gigawatts by the year 2050. That's an increase from the 15 gigawatts it currently produces.
It's going to power our country for generations, and I hope it's going to serve as a blueprint for other states to begin developing their policies. West Virginia, we must become that indispensable battery of the nation.
And Bissett is taking notice.
He talked about the nature of West Virginia being a manufacturer of components that make electricity. With the demand increasing, that's a perfect sweet spot for a historic energy state.
But you need employees to buy in. Bissett says companies are looking at ways to retain their workers.
We're looking at a lot of ways, working with other business groups, whether it's childcare, housing, transportation to work, solving some of those little problems. And they're not little, they're serious if it's your family. But solving those problems can really make sure a worker can not only get a job, but keep a job.
Do you think that's the obligation of the company to do that, or is that something that's like more of a statewide or even a federal initiative to get that going?
That's a great question, and that's one of the things we're struggling with. How do you fix childcare? I just literally got off the phone about that issue, and the question is, what can the state do? What can the feds do? What can we as employers do, and what could the employee do? It's probably a solution that's in the middle between all those groups, but that's very difficult to do. The legislature has been very gracious with offering tax incentives, but as a manufacturer, we're busy making our product. We really don't want to get in the business of childcare because it's not our expertise.
West Virginia's hospitality field is gaining momentum post-COVID, but still saw a nearly 3,000 worker drop in the last year. The state's Hospitality and Travel Association Executive Director Richie Heath says he's seeing efforts to retain employees.
So we've seen a lot of focus from folks on wages. Wage growth, I would say, in the industry has naturally increased and significantly increased over the last several years, I think. We see employers and regularly talk with employers who are looking at providing additional benefits to employees and things that will attract those workers.
He hopes it can keep people in their jobs and in the state longer.
Oftentimes we see a lot of success stories about people working their way up, serving in management positions, or even owning their own tourism businesses. So there's really a lot of opportunities for growth, and that's another area where I think folks are educating people better about tourism careers and the opportunities that exist there.
In Charleston, Anthony Kahn, Eyewitness News.